I recently came across a video of these stupid brothers doing a leg workout together. Because I'm here to make fitness great again, I'll be going over Dr. Marlin and Jeffrey Nipples' leg workout. Before I get started with this video, if you're looking to build an aesthetic physique, be sure to check out my 90-day aesthetic body blueprint. This takes all the guesswork out of achieving your dream physique. But if you're more focused on athletic performance, be sure to check out my 120-day peak athleticism package. Both of these will be in the description.
Clearly, I'm Dr. Mike from Renaissance Periodization, and this is Mr. Jeff Nippard of Jeff Nippard. And he was gracious enough to descend from on high in the heavens to bless us with his elven presence for a psychotic RP leg workout chock full of myo reps and insanity. What does it look like? Fuck.
Whoa.
Okay.
Dr. Marlin is hilarious.
Awesome. Control on the way down, athletic on the way up.
Of course, these stupid brothers start their workout with an isolation exercise. You typically shouldn't start your workout with an isolation exercise, and you should start with more fatiguing compound lifts. This is so you have the most energy for those compound lifts, and so prior exercises don't affect your performance. They're doing the classic bodybuilding thing where you start your workouts with a leg curl. Every time a bodybuilder does this, they don't explain why they're doing it. I mean, if you want me to be on your side, at least explain your logic. In general, I hate the leg curl, whether you're doing it lying down or seated. The reasons why I don't like the leg curl is number one, it's an open chain leg exercise, and most activities outside the gym, especially leg movements, are closed chain. The second reason is that it uses the hamstrings in isolation, which again is not very realistic, and it doesn't teach the hamstring to work with other muscles of the legs. The third reason is that it doesn't involve the core and stabilizers, which in combination with the first 2 points doesn't allow this exercise to transfer outside the gym as well. And for those of you nerds that go, oh, I don't care about performance, I only care about building muscle. It's like, why not build muscle and improve your performance at the same time? Just use your brain. And the last reason why I don't like the leg curl, which is probably the most important, is that bodybuilders typically use it as a replacement for a hinge exercise and not in addition. And spoiler alert, the stupid brothers use the leg curl in replacement for a hinge exercise. And before you guys say, oh, you don't care about knee flexion, it's important to work on knee flexion, which is why I always recommend doing Nordic curls or sliding hamstring curls. But I'm just saying the hinge exercise should be prioritized over a knee flexion isolation exercise. I mean, think about it. When are you actively bending your knee outside the gym? Very rarely, and if you are, you're definitely not doing it at high forces.
First exercise is going to be the lying leg curl. We are going to do myo rep match, something like, 10 to 20 rep sets. Whatever you get on the first set, straight, that's the number. You remember that? Write that down in our RP hypertrophy app. Afterwards, trade in. Everyone does their set. Everyone remembers their number. Second set, you have to get exactly the same number of reps again, but you may be too tired to do so. So if you get, let's say, 18 reps on the first set, but only 15 on the second, that means you get off the machine, relax for 5 to 10 seconds, shake it out, get in, and do another 3 reps. So every single set matches the first set's repetitions. Brutality is here.
What is this fancy crap? Bodybuilders like to overcomplicate training, which in my opinion they do to try and stand out from the crowd, and they always try and do these crazy intensity methods. All you really have to do to make sure you're training intense enough is to stop 0 to 3 reps shy of concentric muscular failure. Doing an intensity technique like this can be beneficial occasionally, but doing this every single set is freaking stupid, especially because it will affect your performance in future sets. It would make more sense if they did this technique for their last set, because then it wouldn't affect future sets. Dr. Marlin seems super strict about rep tempo, which is kind of stupid, but I don't have a problem with the rep tempo that he's employing. Recent research shows that even his buddy Jeffrey Nipples was part of states that rep tempo is pretty irrelevant as long as you go close to failure and you control the eccentric unlike Sausu Lex.
Go. Slow. Unrack. Rest a bit. One more left. Take some time with this one, Jeff. Well, one good rep. Go.
Go.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Finish. Slow. Slow. Fuck yeah. Woo. That's it.
Imagine grunting like that for a leg curl. I mean, geez. And this is what happens when you spam intensity techniques. I mean, look at that last rep, it just looks like garbage.
Next exercise is the hack squat, but not just any hack squat, the Atlantis hack squat. They plucked it right out of the wreckage of Atlantis in the ocean. It is a superlative machine. It is the smoothest thing you will ever use in the gym. It's unbelievable. That's a great thing from a muscle stimulus perspective because the eccentric loading can be really, really hard. And on the way up, it's so smooth, the concentric loading isn't much harder, which allows us to really, really, really get an unbelievable stimulus because you want a smooth machine that doesn't reduce the eccentric and doesn't increase the concentric too much. You want as much eccentric as possible for the concentric getting. Atlantis is where it's at.
Oh my god, this guy is such a nerd. Dr. Marlin is making something really scientific for no reason. No way this nerd turned how smooth a machine is into a scientific lecture. Imagine doing that for a sports play.
Okay, convergence sequence. Assist to turnover ratio divided by 2 equals a polynomial of an African American man. Infinity times Fisher equal shoot and score in the basket.
Super full range of motion as always. Probably 3 sets here. Again, 10 to 20, maybe 15 to 20 repetitions. We're gonna do Maya reps here. So everyone that is doing this machine today is gonna get a 2 Maya rep pause with every single set. It's not Maya rep match. It's just you get in and even the first set, you do as many as you can, rest at the top, 5 seconds or so, do as many as you can, rest again, do as many as you can, rack. So it's really 3 sets, but it's 9 approaches to failure. Brutality is among us. Let's get it going.
Here he goes again with his intensity technique. Like I said earlier, myo reps or rest pause sets can be beneficial to add to your workouts occasionally, especially for your later sets or if you're short on time, but they can be very fatiguing and shouldn't be done for every single set. Training close to failure, resting, then doing your next set fresh and at a high intensity, aka training like a normal person, should be your bread and butter. Way these stupid brothers are wearing a belt for a leg machine. I mean, if they did it on a free weight squat, it would make some kind of sense, but doing it on a hack squat is so stupid. Which leads into my point why I don't like the hack squat. First, for you idiots that claim that hack squats will build more muscle, there have been recent research studies that show that free weights build the same amount of muscle as machines. And for the reasons why I don't like the hack squat is because it lowers the core, balance, and stability demand that will not only lead to a healthier body, but will help you perform outside the gym far better. And again, why not build muscle and improve performance? Wearing a belt on this exercise is so stupid because not only is the core demand significantly lowered, but they're doing high reps. Lifting belts should only be worn during maximal or sub-maximal lifts that directly load the spine. So anything higher than 85% of your 1 rep max. And is this the stupid brothers 1 rep max? Not even close.
Last exercise for the day is the Roger squat. I don't know what's written on here, but it's called a Roger squat. It's like a Smith machine, can have anything written on it, it's still a Smith machine. Whoever the fuck Roger was, the boy blew it out of the water. It's an amazing piece of equipment. It lets you free squat. You really don't have to focus on where the positioning is. You get to grab anywhere you want on the machine that's really comfortable and just go to town. My big recommendation here is to stay as upright as possible. Let your knees flare forward as possible. As long as your heels are still on the ground, the range of motion for your quads is amazing. We are gonna take 1 to 2 second bottom pauses. It's gonna be awful. Pain.
This is pretty interesting because I've personally never seen this machine at any gym I've been to. This is such a stupid choice from Dr. Marlin, who seems to be leading this workout. It's insane. First, this exercise is incredibly repetitive. He selected another squat movement that's incredibly stable. And of course, he's wearing a stupid lifting belt for a leg machine that's not even close to a maximal or submaximal lift. If Dr. Marlin really wanted to hit the quads, glutes, and adductors again, he should have selected a lunge so he would have hit 2 out of the 3 foundational leg movements, which if you watch my videos, you know what those are. But if you don't, they're a squat, lunge, and hinge, which is why I really wanted them to do a hinge exercise first and not a stupid leg curl. The benefits of adding in a lunge is not only will it help you prevent and fix muscular imbalances, but most activities of daily living and sports skills are done on one leg. Seeing the Stupid Brothers' exercise selection, it doesn't surprise me that they move like Minecraft characters.
Chest up. Yes. 10, rest, put your back. Up. 12.
You can see that when the Stupid Brothers perform this exercise, they'll grab onto the machine, which can have its benefits as it will allow them to have a more upright torso so they can target the quads more, without adding a huge core demand so they can actually load up the quads here. And while this may make sense occasionally, especially if you add in good exercises that complement it, it makes no sense for the Stupid Brothers routine because they just did a squat movement that takes away the balance, core, and stability demand. Make this exercise selection make sense. It's crazy how they did my reps or rest pause sets for every single set again. That intensity is just way too high and likely just counterproductive. Wait, is Jeffrey Nipples having a Gatorade Zero during his workout? That just shows that these two idiots don't know what they're talking about. It's like if you're gonna have a Gatorade, just have a normal Gatorade, as a normal Gatorade will quickly replenish his glycogen stores, so he'll be less fatigued during his workout. To summarize their workout, it freaking sucked. The leg curls were such a stupid choice. If you're only gonna do one hamstring exercise in your workout, at least do a hinge exercise like an RDL. And when it comes to their quad focused work, they did 2 squat movements that were both machines. I mean, the least they could have done was at least do 1 free weight squat, but the best choice would have been to add a lunge instead of doing 2 squat movements. This has to be one of the worst leg workouts I've ever seen, and I'd have to give it a 1 out of 10. I also took a look at Will Tennyson's leg workout, which you should check out.